Thanks for listening. Happy Monday, Ghosties. We're in the living room of Gulf Shores, Alabama, the Pearl.
Yeah,
and we've got a bunch of Ghosties here with us, so it was very fun. There was some returning from last time. One of the first conversations I had with Janelle Biel.
You
know, a great friend of ours.
Been here for every single live podcast recording we've done.
Basketball?
Yep.
Or F12?
No, basketball and F12. They were different.
Both. Wow.
Yep.
Thanks, Janelle. And well, this ties into it. So yeah, we have a great relationship with Janelle. She's awesome. You know, I'm catching up with her. Like, remind me again. Last year, you know, we did this week-long contest with the chips and the rubber bands. Like, what was your prize last year? I can't remember. She kind of gets this like weird look on her face. She's like, I was like, what? Why don't you want to say what your prize was?
Uh-oh.
She's like, do you want to know? I was like, yeah. What was your prize last year? She's like, I won the prize last year that said, get your name said 10 times in a Jean Shorts video.
Jeez!
And we never did that. I never even thought about it. Never even crossed my mind.
I didn't even know that was a prize until right now. I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. Ghostrunners podcast. All right, hey, we're here. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. Oh, man. Jake, take it away.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Brad. Yes, for everyone, I think everyone listening right now should go to YouTube and see all these beautiful ghosties. Ghosties, make some noise.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's so fun.
It's right? So fun.
It's so fun. We're having a really good time.
Yes.
Everyone is great. I've even told like Rachel got here late, and I was texting Rachel. I said we have some like a very fun crew this year. No disrespect to last year, but these. But a little disrespect. A little disrespect.
No.
They're really fun. And then when Isaac was like on his way, I was like, dude, I can't wait for you to get here.
Yes.
Like there were so many like fun people
yes.
here.
Yes.
Last year we did this trip. We kind of battled the rain, and I would say this year we're battling.
Well, there's earth, wind, and fire. We've struggled with rain. Well, never mind.
I love it.
I was so confident. Like, it sounded so good in my head before I said it.
Consistently from the very beginning of the podcast, you've been very confident in starting sentences.
I know. That's how you be quick, you know? You just got to figure it out as you go.
Find it halfway through. Anyway, this year I was just going to say it's the wind.
It's big time wind.
Celia actually just got done referring to the outdoors as a stormy gale.
Stormy gale.
Because, she
looks like a real big stormy gale out there.
Stormy gale.
Yeah,
she's reading some old Civil War history novels or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's been very windy, but it hasn't stopped the vibes and the fun. And today we're trying to record this podcast ASAP as possible because we got a nice day today. So it's going to be fun. We got ghosties from all over. We've made friends from all over. I feel like every day there's been a new, like the first morning here, these women come up the stairs and I got eye contact with them right away and they're like apologizing. I thought maybe they own the house or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And these women come up and they're like,
these are
hey.
when you said women, I was like, women. I mean, we have girls here. I mean, you guys are women, but like, I don't know. Like,
these were women.
These were like women.
Imagine women.
I'm talking 50, 60 years old. You know?
They were women.
You don't say, oh, there's a girl.
Yeah,
you know?
no. Old ladies.
Right? Like, yeah. What's the age? Is it 40? 50?
I think
50,
it's like how much.
50.
Okay.
Anyway, go
they
ahead.
came up and they're like apologizing and they're like, I'm so sorry. Our car is caught in a sand drift.
Can we stop? They came into our house. Like, that's insane. Like, and luckily it wasn't for us because we were very kind and welcoming, normal people. But like, what if we were from Texas or something? Like, we would have shot them. Like, it was insane. Like, we rented this house out, and they're like, we'll just drive in or walk in and see what happens.
I will say this house, there's no, like, good front door. So I don't know how there's no ringing or knocking. I think you have to just walk to the second floor to get someone's attention.
Yeah.
But they were visually apologetic. So at least I was like, don't shoot.
They were showing their hands right away. We're good.
Not a threat.
We're women.
I know Brooks and Kosh were both like ready to go.
Yeah,
I saw the
that's
hand was
right.
on their hips. I don't know what was in there, but yeah, they're like, hey, our car is caught and some sand. Can we have some people come help us? And so a bunch of us went out there. Jesse, who's here on the trip with us, just went to town, just like a dog in the sand. Just started digging, just dug out basically the whole car itself. And
we posted our Instagram story, and Jesse's friends with Timon through cousins, right, or something like that. Timon's cousins. Doesn't matter. It's close enough. Jesse and Timon know each other.
So there's Earth, Wind, Jesse,
and Timon.
Fire.
Yeah. And Timon commented on the Instagram story. Of course, Jesse's getting right in there.
Getting in the action.
Getting in the sand.
He was. And we got it out for him, and it was really fun. And along the way, I was plugging the podcast for us. Don't worry.
Dude, I went back to our house to get like a little kiddie shovel to help the diggers. And I come back, and 5-6 women were just bent over laughing at whatever you were saying to them.
Oh, yeah. I was
like, you were
going.
charming them, dude.
Well, I'm supposed to be performing this weekend, and I'm here. So I was like, well, let me do some stuff. I was like, anybody used a bidet? And I just did like a 5-minute set real quick. No, I was like, this is a great way for you guys to meet men. I see what you're doing. And they're like, oh, yeah. But they were great. And, we get their car unstuck. We go back to our house, whatever. And then 5 minutes later, they re-enter the house one more time, just with bags of what looks like groceries.
Yeah.
And
gallons of... Yeah.
What else?
Gallons of like lemonade and sweet tea.
Yes,
sandwiches.
Pre-made sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting next to Celia.
That's how you break into a house. Bring a bunch of food with you, and you're just fine.
Who are you?
Yeah.
I've got sweet tea.
Yeah.
It's
great.
fun.
Come on in. Yeah.
I was sitting next to Celia, who she had seen us get the car unstuck, but they had told us personally, like, hey, we're leaving today, so we're going to bring you some of our...
Yeah.
And Celia's like, I can't believe they went and bought groceries for you guys. I don't know if that deserves a grocery run.
Yeah, AAA is like $75 max. Yeah, I know. I wish they wouldn't have left. Like, I wish that was like their first day and they were just getting there, got stuck in the sand, because we could have had a good time like hanging out with those old ladies.
Yeah, that was fun.
Old ladies. Sorry, they're not that old.
Middle ladies. And didn't you invited us to a different neighbor's like house or something?
Oh, like, yeah, you're talking about from the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the beach yesterday, there were these guys that came up and they're like, can we borrow or can we use your volleyball nets? And we're like, sure. We get to know them, and they're here for this guy's wedding on Thursday. And I'm like, sweet, dude, we'll come to your wedding if you want us to. And he's like, maybe. And so I'm going to try to see him again this week and
follow up.
Yeah. He's from St. Louis, so I don't know if I want to go to St. Louis wedding, but no, I'm just kidding.
That was funny last night. Now we're just going all over the place. But last night we're at Lambert's, and you made our waiter try and guess where we're from, and he guessed Missouri. And everyone's like, whoa,
for me. He guessed for me.
Yeah, for you. And he's like, what? And they're like, oh, he just hates Missouri.
Yeah.
Anyway, got to try to somewhat stick in chronological order. So if you're listening to this, we are on day 3 of 4 of the trip. So there's still plenty of fun left to be had, but we've also made some memories. I feel like we've also made some memories before a lot of these people got here, because we have some help and had some fun. And what did I write down?
Got some stud helpers. We got brother-in-law Brooks being the chef. We got
brother-in-law Brooks,
Justin. We got Jensen that were all here beforehand. And yeah, we had a fun time. We made some good inside jokes right away.
I wrote down nibblers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we went
Anybody in the Zaxby's before? Okay, a couple Zax.
Anybody know about the nibblers? You do? Creech knows? Okay,
They're
so
good.
we go and play pickleball, and we're just yelling Tuesday the entire time at pickleball, dying laughing at that. Oh, and like while we were playing pickleball, we found a new tactic for distracting people.
New life hack, yeah.
Pretending like you're falling into the kitchen the entire time. But then afterwards, we're like, let's get some Zaxby's on the way home. We go through there. And, it's like classic group dynamics where you're all trying to order through the drive-through window or whatever. And Jake goes, okay, I'll just take 3 nibblers. And I'm like, that's not a thing. You're messing with me right now. He's like, no, it really is. I could not find them on the menu.
Say nibblers.
Say nibblers,
Please
dude.
say nibblers.
Say you want nibblers.
This is like, I've told this story on the podcast before. Back in the day when my sister was real dumb and weird, and she would order a bacon cheeseburger with no bacon, and my dad would just order a cheeseburger. She's like, order what I want. Order a bacon cheeseburger, no bacon. That was me. I was like, just get the nibblers.
What? Yeah, how hard is that to understand?
And then we were having a real good time with that word. And I think I might have made Jensen spit out his drink when I told him to free the nibblers.
Yeah, we had a good time there, and Happy Pappy was another just random inside joke.
Yeah.
We saw Amanda and Hannah at Happy Pappy, and we did not hang out with them very long because the line was really long. We're like, we're not going to go here. There's a coffee shop, And
Brad has been referring to himself as Happy Pappy.
yeah, I'm no longer Big Daddy. I'm Happy Pappy. So anyway.
Yeah, that was fun. We went to a diner, a real old school diner, which was fun.
Yep.
Got the African American waiter's name wrong multiple times.
Yep.
That was too bad.
He kept saying Tavares, and Jensen kept being like, "Okay, Javaris." No, Tavares. He's like, "You're saying Tavares or Javaris?" He's like, "Tavares." He's like, "Javaris." Got it. Okay. Cool. So that was fun.
It was a good start.
Was great. It was just all around, like, I felt like this year compared to last year has been way less stressful, right? Like, like I feel like we kind of know what we're doing this year, and we like got to stay at a house a quarter mile down the road, rather than last year we were like an hour away in some piece of crap house. Remember that last year?
Yeah, that was not good.
That place was something else. So.
Just a piece of crap.
Just a piece of work.
But yeah, it's been fun. And also, it's just so nice that you've stayed at this house before, so know exactly what we're getting into.
Yeah.
So something else I wrote down from the very beginning, people are starting to arrive. The day is finally here. And so we've got a little check-in station. They're getting goodie bags. They're getting their towels. They're getting, who knows what was in there. They're getting their MacBook. Oh, I was supposed to say that.
Oh.
They're getting their stuff. And we have like
Everyone
Justin and
Can you imagine?
Someday.
Someday.
Justin and Jensen are checking everyone in, and I caught one exchange, which was amazing. I forget who it was with, but so they're like, "Hey, welcome. What's your name? Okay, shirt size, got it." And she, whoever the girl, whoever the little girl was, asking us like, "What room am I in?" And our rooms, was it you? Okay, so our rooms are based off of like ghosty terminology. And
segments,
so there might be a room called voice memos or blanks of the week or whatever. And so Amanda Hutzel is like, "What room am I in?" And Jensen's like, "Ask the girls." And she's like, "Okay, well.
Okay, where are they?
Which ones?"
All right.
She's like, "Sorry, maybe
you mean the women, a couple doors down? Ask the women?" Yeah.
She's being so nice. Like, "Maybe you didn't hear me. Like, sorry, what room am I in?" And then, Justin's, "Ask the girls."
Ask the girls. Figure it out.
Oh, yeah, you want to talk about figure it out?
Figure it out. Oh, yeah, that's another little inside joke. Scott gave us a ride to the airport, and he's saying he has a baby just a few weeks older than Henry. And he said he got mad at him recently. His name's Banks. He's like, "Yeah, the other day I was getting frustrated with Banks. I just go, 'Banks, figure it out.'" So we've been saying "figure it out" a lot lately.
Just screaming at a 6-week-old. "Dude, we did this
figure
earlier.
Figure it out.
You love
like
milk.
That's going to help, yeah.
Do it."
That's funny. Ask the girls.
Yeah, ask the girl. It was like a Who's
girls.
On First
Right.
of Gulf Shores.
Yeah. That's amazing. I thought the first night was so fun. So, there's 30 guests here for the first session, and I think 22 of you guys flew in. And so the people that drove all got here a little bit earlier. Not going to point any fingers, but there were 2 people that decided to take a little bit of a later flight. And so, I'm just kidding. But not kidding because it's true. But so like we were hanging out. It was a good time. We made a joke about Jason being the janitor beforehand.
Wrote that down. Yeah. It was a very fun time, just like 8 of us. It was like an introduction to the weekend. We're playing Quiplash, and I think we'd already been playing, and then Jason and Elena show up, and Elena makes a comment like, "Oh, you're playing Quiplash? Oh, Jason cleans up in this game."
Jason cleans up in this game. Which I just thought,
We were getting the brooms out, any janitor joke you could think of, we made it.
Fabuloso, all the different stuff. And I didn't say this at the time, Elena, but I thought that was so sweet as a wife to be like so proud of your husband. Like, he's so good at this game. Like, just, I don't know, it was braggadocious.
He was.
And he cleaned up. Yeah, he was good. Funny. He was good at it. And you lost.
He lost every game.
But you competed, brother. So, it was a fun time with the however many 12 of us total there were before the people flying in came. We were having a good time. But once everyone came in, first of all, they took a massive shuttle with bus driver Rita, I believe is her name. This woman sounds infamous. Like, people are like, Rita was the best. And you see this huge shuttle come down the road. We're like bumping music. And all of a sudden you guys got out and it was like, the vibes were up already, but it was like a nice simmer of up, Like, it was like, this is nice, but then all of a sudden it's like, it is boiling in here. Vibes are up. Like, it was so much fun, so much energy, all these people. And then that first night we did those intros. All we did was say your name, where you're from, and anything else you want to tell us about yourself.
Some good stuff in there. I think what Glide's thing, beans from Even Stevens, served him at Starbucks. Beans served him beans.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
But like he didn't say that, and people were like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." It was like Beans served me coffee, and everyone was like, "Oh!" Like immediately, everyone was so excited about everything. Oh, it was so. I was like, "This is gonna be such a great trip." So it started off really hot with all that stuff. And yeah, it's just been fun ever since.
This year, you might remember from the last year's trip, we did rubber bands. That was the currency. You're competing all week to see who can have the most rubber bands. There's treasure. You might get some rewards that never come true. Who knows if we're good for it?
Yeah.
You know, maybe these AirPods don't work. Maybe we won't say your name in a Gene Shorts video. No, but this year we're doing like very miniature like poker chips. And I use the word poker because there's been a lot of wagering happening this week.
We're going to be like, hey, do you want to come back next year? And be like, well, I would, but I don't have any money because I got addicted to gambling. Like people are, we are really introducing it to people here. Like, teach them how odds work. Like they're like, what's a parlay? I was like, let me tell you, this is fun times. So
we hoped this trip would change their lives, but we didn't necessarily like determine how.
Yeah.
But I think maybe my highlight of the trip so far was it's just impromptu, not planned. I think only half the people even knew it was happening. So we've been hanging in the pool, and I think for 2 hours, we get out, and I think it started with Jesse making the comment. It just goes, what do I have to do to get some chips? And that's all it took. Yep. And then Brad and I start scheming. We start looking around. And what do we have? We got a big ocean, which I think up to this point, no one had really even been in the ocean.
Yeah, it's been like double red flags, like do not go in the ocean. It's dangerous to go too far out, all that stuff.
One thing leads to another, and we're like, all right, maybe we could figure something out. Maybe there's something like we can do where if you run to the ocean and back in a certain amount of time, we can get chips. That starts to steamroll. Now we're going down the boardwalk. Now we're drawing a line in the sand.
Yeah.
Now we're determining an over-under. Now we're determining bonus points. Okay, you go down and back in under 60 seconds. You get some
points. Good job. Three chips.
3 chips your way.
Yeah.
If you fully submerge, throw a couple extra your way.
Yep.
You pick up a seashell bigger than a dime, throw a couple extra your way. We're layering it on. Then there was a bonus time if you could do it under 45 seconds. So this is all starting to happen.
All of a sudden, a crowd forms.
A crowd forms, yes. Like biblical proportions.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it got to be so electric because then we're determining people's times. People are starting to bet on the people that they've only known for 24 hours, and we're determining odds in real time, and we're pitting 2 people against each other. It got very tricky to keep track of everything that was going on.
Yeah.
And the most electric moment, well, there were just so many fun moments. Hannah Creech, shout out to you. She was just like, I think the one little girl down there. Competing, but had plenty of female fandom supporting her, and so Hannah's like, I'll do anything for chips. I'm going to beat my time, and so we offered it up to the ladies, like, all right, 39 seconds, over under. Do you think Hannah's going to beat her time? And every single person was like, I want the under. I want the under. And so Hannah's like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of pressure, and that was really fun to see. And she takes off. Everyone's going crazy for her. She falls down, fully falls down, still beat her time.
Pretty close to the end. Too.
It's like
it's like she's got it. She just has to run to the finish line, and she wipes out pretty hard.
Still beat her time. Yeah. And then the final heat of the night, we had 2 guys, the thoroughbreds.
Yep.
We had Noah and Samuel Carmel. And we're like, all right, we're going to pit these 2 against each other. They have to like basically break the world record.
Right.
As far as we know, no one else has done this. And we got different parlays. Yeah, I think both of them are going to break it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money on the line, a lot of chips on the line here.
Yep. They were going head to head, or like some people were betting, one versus
just
another.
One.
Yep.
They go down. Time's looking good. They make it to the water. They're coming back. It's looking like it's going to be no problem. They make it to the end. Nobody falls down. They beat the world record by 3 seconds. I'm looking at my phone. They did it. Not even close.
They made it.
By a mile.
Everyone's like, cheer.
Yeah, we're rich. And then Brad goes, hold on. He goes, Samuel, do you have a seashell?
Yeah.
And he drops to his knees.
No.
I forgot the seashell. It was like out of a movie. And then everybody lost money except Alvaro.
Let's go.
He knew. He could watch it tape.
Gambling's easy.
Dude, your guys' dynamic is so funny because you all were rooting for each other in bank last night, and I love the way you scream at each other.
Yeah. Alvaro and I have had some fun times already. We also, as we were driving to the cruise last night, Jensen had the idea of like, hey, let's try to guess everyone's cars that everyone drives in the van, and we're like guessing Alvaro's car. We're like, I don't know, a Nissan Altima, Toyota Camry. He's like, no, like maybe a Kia. He's like, I mean, you're hitting the stereotypes, but I'm like,
whoa,
what does that mean? Like,
I didn't know.
Like Alvaro's Peruvian, moved here when he was 10, 12 years old, and and he lives in DC. I was like, I didn't know there was a stereotype for that. Didn't think it was his Kia either. So yeah, Alvaro and I we're having great times. So.
You could say that for anything, though. I mean, that would be pretty fun. Just like, hey, can I get you some Parmesan cheese? Well, that is the stereotype.
Yeah.
But no thanks. People, really big question.
Let's talk about bank.
Okay.
Let's talk about bank.
Bank 'em.
I mean, Hannah Warner introduced it to Hannah. Did you have any idea that it was going to be such a hit? Did you?
I had literally no idea. I was just like, my family plays this game. It's kind of fun. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
You might like it.
Basically, it's like this kind of like simpler version of craps, basically for, and you can like the longer you stay in, the more points you potentially get. But anytime somebody rolls a 7, you lose all your points. And so I coined the catchphrase, "Daddy doesn't bank."
Bank is basically the way of like preserving your money. Like I want guaranteed money, even though the money could go up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go and get out now.
Okay, the pot's at 100, bank. I get 100 for that. And everyone takes out then, or everyone that banks then can take it out and get it, whatever.
Earth, wind, fire, bank.
And then, but if you roll doubles, the pot goes from 100 to 200, like it doubles. And it gets electric when you get the doubles going, baby. And so Daddy doesn't bank. I think you and I both got to 4,000 one time.
So I'd been outside. I walk in. You're like, Jake, you would love this game. Get in here. It's called Bank. You explained it. I was like, okay, great, let's do it. And the very first time I'm ever playing this game, just like, well, there's a lot of, I guess doubles happen more than you think.
Yeah.
Turns out they don't. This is like the miracle round. And so it's get up 1,000, 2,000, another double's 4,000. And I was like, okay, that's probably good. I'll bank. No one's gotten to like above 1,000 since then. I just thought this is how it is. You just get 4,000 every time, and I've just been chasing it ever since. How'd I get 4,000?
Noah was like, I think I had a dream about bank last night. We're just having fun, man. So, yeah.
Speaking of fun, I'm really excited for what, maybe if you were sitting at our table last night, you got a glimpse of the future fun that session 2 is going to have. Brad kind of concocted a little something with our 12-year-old waiter last night.
Yeah. He was a boy. So essentially this guy was going around. I mean, he was so fun. The whole restaurant was like it was pretty dead when we were there. And so he had plenty of time to hang out with us and got to know who we were and why we were there and stuff. And I think you asked, like, can you guess where everyone's from or whatever? So he's going around guessing states of everybody, and it's pretty funny because how hard is that anyway? To like I think he looked at Jessica and was like, "You're from Hawaii," He's like, "No, Missouri, but close." So I was like, "Okay, are you going to be here when we come back with session 2?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm working that night." And so I said, "Okay, we're gonna have like a code, and I'm gonna ask you all these questions about people, and you're gonna figure out how to like know the right answer every time." And so he's so pumped about it, dude. Also, I'm worried he's not going to get it right.
Yeah, so Brad had a good idea. It was like, we should make it kind of like a riddle if you've ever played like Black Magic or Green Glass Door, or these types of riddles where there's a certain trigger that you know that something is happening after it. And so Brad, because of this, we're going to do double letters. That's the trigger. He comes over and explains it once, explains it twice, gives a few examples. This dude's still not getting it. And like, it's really having trouble. Like, I don't know if he knows how to spell the word Tanner. Or green.
Yeah. He did. He was like, "Oh, dude, sorry, I messed up. I forgot how to spell green." And I was like, Alabama, man, okay.
Yeah. Is there anybody else? But no, we kept doing more and more and more practice rounds. But like the 8th one, he got it. Yeah. So we'll see.
So if you're staying for the whole week, play along. Like we're gonna pretend like we're gonna be like, okay, what's this guy's profession? Or where's this person from? And I think the people are gonna be just shocked.
They're gonna be wowed.
Yeah.
That's fun. We haven't talked about the cruise boat yet.
Cruise boat.
Turns out it's a Dolphin cruise.
I had no idea. Yeah, I booked it, and I thought the Dolphin It was called like Sunny Lady Dolphin Cruises, and I was like,
Sunny Lady Dolphin.
Yeah, the name of the boat is Sunny Lady Dolphin. And then they're like, all right, we're gonna get out in the water soon. We're gonna go see some dolphins. I was like, sweet. And did we ever see those dolphins?
Saw a lot of dolphins, calves.
Calves.
That's the Okay.
Oh yeah, no, my
Not
calves
like
got
cows.
burned.
Oh. Baby dolphins. Whoever was at the back of the boat knew I was getting so excited because they said, hey, get some Cheetos ready. We're going to feed the seagulls. Oh, boy. And I was getting so excited to see. I kept calling it seagull trick shots. I was like, this is going to be awesome. And then they just dangled the carrot. I mean, we made these seagulls fly after us for 15 miles.
Oh, so long, an hour.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, these guys are getting exhausted.
I did not enjoy them just being right by my boat. I was like, can we get that part over with, please?
I was begging to feed the seagulls, and it took forever. When we finally did, it was pretty electric. They're very good. They do this every night, I think, on the Dolphin cruise. Very good at Cheetos. How'd you do with the seagulls?
I did okay. Yeah, I think I'm just realizing how more and more I'm just scared of animals, especially ones like a bird. Like I don't know. Man. They would take me out, man. Well, they showed some example of like, hey, if you put it in your mouth and stick your mouth up, it'll like take it. And Kosh or somebody was like, Brad, you have to do that. I was like, no way, and you know where will I ever do that?
Gulf Shores.
Gulf Shores. But yeah, I was pressured to do it, and I said, I'm not gonna stand down. I'm gonna do it. And so I held it out there, and I chickened out twice and just dropped them. And then finally the third time I held it there, and they took it, and I hated it. I hated every part of it. But the little captain gave me a little Post-it note badge that said, most brave, number 1. So I was like, that was nice. That was worth it.
Meanwhile, Jesse is like quietly just on his own, feeding them out of his mouth. No problem.
Yeah. Easy. So.
Yeah, Dolphin Cruise is fun.
There was, a lot of dolphins. And they started surfing with us sometimes.
That was really fun.
Or whatever. Like they were with the waves, and so they would fly up. Okay, this is probably a stupid question, but how much do you think it really matters how much we cheer for them? Because they'd be like, you got to cheer them on. Like, that helps it. And I bought it. I was like, come on, guys. I have no idea. You think it really
matters? It's like when you go to the Chiefs game and they lose and you feel like you could have done more.
I do. Okay, that's real. That's real. That's different. Those are humans. I understand humans. What do you think? I know, Amanda, you were a dolphin
Dolphin instructor, yep.
Yeah. You did dolphins things.
It doesn't matter how loud you are. They just like the waves.
Okay. Well.
Wow.
Fair enough.
It's a wake-up call. Yeah, he's trying to get the energy up. Because I think Glide was like joking around, like, hey, shh. And he like kind of like got him, like, hey, what are we quieting down for? The dolphins need to hear it. But that was fun. Also, speaking of the dolphin instructor, we did a little talent show one night, and Amanda Hutzel gets up here and just out of nowhere, from the depths of her body, is doing dolphin echolocation. And I imagine it's spot on. I have nothing to compare it to, but I think it was really accurate.
Yeah, I don't even know how.
Try it.
I just did, and it did not go well. Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, maybe.
Man, the people want to know. I can hear them. Can you do it just in the microphone real quick for the listeners? So let's
go, Amanda!
I'm sure the people listening who haven't heard it want to know what echolocation sounds like.
Yeah!
I love it.
Amanda, when she came on this trip, she's like, I'll probably do that dolphin thing once, maybe twice. She's definitely going to do it at least like 3 more times before this is over.
Well, I remember it being weird because we asked everyone, like, hey, what's your shirt size? When's your flight land? Like, do you have any allergies? And in the she said, no allergies, but I'd like to do the echolocation thing like 5 or 6 times. I would like to knock that out. So we're getting to do it. But yeah, Dolphin Cruise is fun. Brandon, also last night, I was near him, and he wanted to do the Cheeto by hand thing. And so he's like, hey, get this on video. And there's not enough storage in the world to wait for Brandon to get the seagull to take one out of his hand, because they did not like Brandon. He was begging to get rid of it.
Why do you think that is? What happened?
I think there was a little supply and demand issue. We had some kids near us who just had like an unlimited supply, and that was just easier. I think also, you've seen Brandon.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of it.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Brandon, do you have any theories? No.
Nope.
Just
Thanks.
a
You would
anomaly.
fit right in with Timon. Just like, no, I don't have anything to say.
No thanks. No thanks. Something else I wrote down. Elena Morris and we had a conversation that I think you would really enjoy. She brought it up. She was like, there's certain things people do that I just think are instantly just like classy, and I respect them. So she was saying like people here who are like drinking tea, like loose leaf tea.
Yeah.
She's like, that's like I just like immediately like have more respect for you.
Right. Like, good
and
for you. You can hold your own a little bit better than the coffee drinkers of the world. You know? Yeah.
I forget, what were your other examples, or you could think of some too?
Classy.
People who read a lot.
100%.
Yeah, if you read and drink tea.
Yeah.
People who run. Yeah, I
Yep.
said people who just like wake up early in
Yes.
general. They didn't have to do anything.
Yes.
Just wake up early.
Just be there early. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Those are good answers.
People who make their bed.
Okay.
I know that's possible. I
Yeah.
know I could do that. But the fact that if you do it every day,
Right.
I think you're classy.
People who fly first class. People who wear like bow ties and stuff, you know.
Classy.
Classy. People who dance.
Like actual dance, not like, oh yeah, dancing to just general music, but like
Yeah. People who actually like.
waltzing and
Yeah.
Oh, classy dance.
Right. Like if you're like, dancing and it's not fun, like that's a classic thing. What about just like in general, like people who have competitively swam? Is that classy? I think so. No? Okay.
Thinking if you have it upstairs of your house.
Upstairs of your house? Whoa.
Everything else is like behavior based. You're like, if they have like a ton of money, that's really neat.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce the little challenge we're going to do during this podcast recording?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, let's do it now. We have a challenge for you guys. It's going to be, you're going to be in teams of your floors. So first floor is on a team, second floor, third floor. We're going to do it during the podcast. Basically, the idea is maybe just divide up into your teams now. Whatever. We're going to figure it out all on the go. The idea is, it's called DoorDash. And whatever floor can DoorDash something to this house first wins 15 chips each.
Go.
Go. Go. So anyway.
We'll just keep podcasting.
Yeah, let's just, we're classy. It's just wild, right? No.
Let's talk about, this seems like a good time to talk about MainStreetRoasters.com.
So Main Street Roasters is our sponsor today. We've been chugging their coffee. I got 4.5 hours of sleep last night. You couldn't tell.
You texted me at like 6:30 a.m.
Dude, I couldn't. I woke up and I couldn't sleep.
Buzzing from beans.
I was thinking about this podcast. I was thinking about Main Street Roasters more than anything. So go to MainStreetRoasters.com. Use our promo code GRKC for 10% off. And enjoy the best beans, grounds, K-Cups, whatever you want. You will love it from Main Street Roasters. People here that haven't tried it before, they're like, there's just something different about it. So Brandon from Brandon's Coffee Corner officially endorses Main Street Roasters beans. Check it out.
We're working on a 1-year exclusive contract. We're going to try to get that figured out.
Yes.
But people here, beans are flying off the shelves.
They provided, Main Street Roasters provided every single person in their welcome bag their very own Ghosty Getaway blend.
Yes, it had like our logo on it.
So fun.
A getaway blend.
They can do the same for you. They can label something. If you have a family reunion coming up, we'll just use that as the example. And you want the Anderson Family Reunion blend, you can do it from MainStreetRoasters.com.
They also provided prizes for us. They don't know that. But if you have a lot of poker
right.
chips, you could win Main Street Roasters gift cards
Main Street Roasters
and
gift cards.
free beans.
So once again, it's GRKC20. You can't see us right now because Nikita's right in the shot.
No, just GRKC.
GRKC20. GRKC. I had 4.5 hours of sleep last night. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire, baby. All right, back to the episode.
Okay, so what's everyone trying to order? What's the strategy here? Anybody want to come talk strategy?
Wait,
Oh my gosh, something happened.
Maryland!
he sent it to Maryland.
Oh no! They said wrong address.
So first is we got to know the address where we're sending it, and then closest place, easiest object to get, and then we're going to send someone outside at the end of the driveway to get it and run in. so the driver doesn't have to come in and all that. Yeah.
And we're going to tip well.
Tip well? Okay, good. Very smart. They know we're going to reimburse them for this. That's
Samuel, where are you guys getting your item from?
Talk to the mic.
McDonald's.
Wow.
McDonald's.
Why McDonald's?
Probably because it's the first one that came up.
I didn't really look, so just one of the options.
This game was inspired by when we were at Kanakuk. We all went to Andy's. All the guys did, all the men, and the director was like, "All right, here are the teams. First team back to camp wins. I'm taking the vans, so you have to figure out a way home yourself." And it was so much fun. We just like hitchhiked basically and got in like the back of like an SUV and we won. It was awesome.
That's a fun Branson activity to do.
It's something you can do in Branson, but you can't do in, I don't know, Kansas City.
Did you ever play?
Hey!
Maryland. Did you ever play a hostage ever?
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
play that game?
Like where you just go, you get blindfolded and you get dropped off.
Get dropped off somewhere?
Wherever.
Yeah.
That's one of those games that's like,
Don't play in St. Louis.
don't play in St. Louis, yeah. Don't go to Detroit.
Hannah Creech. Do you have the order in?
Come talk to us about it, Creech.
Where's it coming from?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Okay, so we got multiple McDonald's.
We have
What
two-
if the same guy picked? Does that ever happen? You
I
tipped
tipped a lot.
Express.
Okay.
$30
You
tip.
tipped $30?
Two $30 tips.
Two $30 tips. Oh.
I don't know if they even
Walgreens, and
see
you got
it
a Dr.
beforehand.
Pepper? Okay, so this is interesting. They both did Walmart or McDonald's. They did Walgreens for a Dr. Pepper. Here, Shooty, come this way a little bit. This is crazy. Okay.
All right, 2 McDonald's, 1 Walgreens, 1 $30 tip, 1 normal tip, and then 1 0 tip.
I did.
Okay.
$10, they said. Nikita said $10. $10 isn't moving the needle, I don't think. Is there any option for like extra notes and say, please hurry, we're in a race or something like that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can you?
Yeah.
I've DoorDashed maybe 3 times in my life.
Really?
Or like ordered food to go, like maybe 5, but like very few. Is there anything that like we could say that you have the same discrepancy? Like, so I bet you've done it hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're calling your driver. Now that's a good strategy. They're calling their driver. I'm gonna be kind of quiet about it so that if other people don't know you can do that. What if they show up at the same time?
Foot race.
Right here. Get it right here on the thing. Yep. 15 chips gets the people going. Let's talk about how 15 chips got the people going yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we already talked about that.
What's that?
Yes. It's all about getting your item here. Just drove to Walgreens.
We had this idea last year and we never did it.
Yeah.
This is so fun already. I'm glad. It's going to have to be a tradition. So last night, we're all sitting around the pool. Great day at the beach, just hanging out. Brandon, how did it come up last night, the eating competition in the pool? Was it just my idea? Okay. People are chanting saying
A lot of energy in the room.
So I just said, like, hey, Brandon, how many chips would it take you to eat an entire lime? You said 25? I was like, I'm not doing 25. That's too many. And he's like, wait, you mean like the entire lime, like the outside of it and everything? I was like, all of it, the entire lime. And he's like, I'll do it for 15. And then all of a sudden people are like, I'll do it for 15.
I'll do it for 15.
All of a sudden, I think there was like 10 people just eating an entire lime all together. And they all dominated except Jason in the back, dude. Jason almost Ralphed in the pool. Jason was so close to just like struggling through this thing. Jake, you put it on the Instagram story, but I mean, it was so entertaining. I think I need to analyze why I enjoy watching people suffer so much for a competition. Like I'm like orchestrating like these like kind of miserable scenarios for people, and it just is so funny to me.
I think immediately I was dying laughing because Jesse is eating his just like a peach on his porch. Just the way he was holding
like
it.
It looked like he did it every day. Yeah.
It was out of the side. It looked like Bugs Bunny or something, just chomping on a lime. It was so funny. And everyone had different complaints. Like some people, like Brandon was like, the flavor's gone. Now it's just gross. Some people were like, it's so acidic.
Yeah.
Somebody else like, it's so sour.
Right.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
I put it on the Instagram story, but I said every hour something happens that I've never seen before.
Yeah, like what? How did this come about, you know? Because I told Lisa, I was like, go inside, grab a few more limes for the people here, and tell people if they want to earn chips, come eat a lime. And all of a sudden, just they came in droves.
Brooks goes to make key lime pie, and he's like, all right, well.
I know, we need to tell him, actually.
No more limes left.
All right, any updates? Anybody? What's that? Yours is shopping. Okay.
Hannah Creech. Hannah, what's the ETA on your guy?
10
It's
minutes.
probably like 10 minutes. Okay.
Hannah is so committal. I like how much commitment she always says to everything. She's always just like, I don't know, like 10 minutes, whatever. I actually had a really funny conversation with Hannah last night. I don't remember how it exactly came up, but she just says funny things sometimes. And we were talking about birds, and she's like, "You're not." I think it was right after the pigeons thing. She's like, "You're not really a bird person." I was like, "No." She's like, "We're a bird family." I was like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "I mean, like we notice birds." And I was like,
we
"Okay,
see birds.
yeah.
We notice birds.
Yeah, you're just driving by like pigeon. There it is. We notice birds.
We're a bird noticing family.
Yeah.
So I rode with Hannah. I was in her car to Lambert's and back yesterday. And you want to talk about the safest drive I've ever been with?
10 and
She's
2?
locked in at 10 and 2 the whole time.
Really?
Never went away from it. It was awesome.
Never
I
looked
was
at her
mesmerized
phone.
by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
She was locked in. Hands-free driving. I did the Spotify. She didn't touch it. It was great.
It's kind of fun. We're having like a little mini podcast with just Hannah right now. And I'll say this, Hannah was one of maybe 3 people on this trip that I like did not know anything about.
Never heard the
Couldn't
name.
have picked her out of a lineup. Hannah Creech, I don't know, anything about her. When she got here, I was like, "Are you from like the Northeast?" She's like, "North Carolina." I was like, "Nope," was thinking of somebody else. And it's been a delight to get to know you, Hannah. It's been so fun. I have a new friend named Hannah, and it's awesome.
Hannah Creech. She's pretty good on the sand. What's it called? Sandbags. Cornhole.
Earth, wind, and sandbags.
Little bag of sands.
Yeah.
I kept calling her Hannah
Good
Clutch.
pickleball player.
She's
Bring
pretty
it
good.
home. Bring it home, Hannah.
Yeah.
Take us home. Take us home.
She was down 10-0 against Brad and I, but it's back to her serve. Her partner Ashley serve. He's like, all right, Ashley, take us home.
Take us home.
We're down 10-0. Take us home.
Take us home. That's what you said to her. You got in the car at Lambert's. All right, Hannah. Take us home.
Take us home.
So.
All right, Brandon.
Apparently, one of the signs of being classy is being on the second floor.
We've got an extra $30 in cash for when he gets here.
Sheesh.
Does he know that?
Nope.
Okay.
Don't tell him. It'll be a fun surprise.
Yeah. They said they have an extra $30 in cash when he gets here.
Do you have an ETA?
That guy's getting a $60
When does it say he's
tip.
going to be here?
10 minutes.
What did
10
you
minutes.
order from McDonald's?
A hash brown.
A hash brown.
A hash brown.
And he's on his way. He's on his way.
What
He
a-
left McDonald's.
Okay. Yeah, right. Is there ever like a thing where they're messing with me? You know, a hash brown for $30. Like, can they cancel like an Uber can?
Like, I'm spooked.
Be like,
this
yeah.
is off.
He messaged me back when I said, please get it here ASAP. He's like, got this.
He messed
Got
Oh, what's his name?
Gavin with a B instead of a B.
Gavin?
Gavin?
Javaris? Yeah.
Gavin.
Gavin.
He's driving on the robe right now.
Gavin. Come on,
All
Barrick.
right. Shooty, what's y'all's ETA? What's it say he's going to get here? 10:37.
10:37.
Ashley, what's your ETA say at the earliest?
10:43. What'd you order from McDonald's?
Is it on your phone?
Sausage McGriddle? Come on. I love it. I love it. Okay, you message your person. You're doing a couple. Who? Vinroy?
Vinroy.
Why don't they have normal names around here?
We also have a
Vinroy.
donut on the way as a backup.
Oh, backup
Oh.
donut. I didn't think about backup.
That's what I
great.
love about our competitions is like, we didn't say no backup. You know?
I guess you can back it up. Back it up, Terry.
Back it up.
Back it up.
Either way, you get a donut.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Worst case scenario, you get to split a donut 10 ways. That's fun.
All right, that's about all I have written. I have one more
Just
thing
pause
written
a little
down.
bit.
I'll just tell this real quick. Jensen. So Jensen was on the trip last year with us. We invited him back this year to be one of the helpers, workers, staff, whatever you want to call them. And every single night, we're sleeping in the same room. Every single night when he wakes up, he'll be like, did I sleep talk last night? I'm like, no. And the first night he told me I snore. He like woke me up. He's like, Brad, you're snoring. Sorry. And so I'm like, no, did I snore? He's like, yeah, you snored. Every next day, hey, did I sleep talk last night? No. Did I snore? Yeah, you snored. This morning, hey, did I sleep talk last night? Yes, you did.
Yes, he did.
And so I wasn't asleep yet. I was still up on my phone, and he just like, all of a sudden he just goes, oh, dude, I think you're about to unlock something sick.
He said that in his sleep.
Yeah, and then like 5 seconds later, look at this. You're going to love this, dude.
In his sleep? I think you're about to unlock something sick.
You're about to unlock something sick. Like, was he playing a video game? Was he, like he's a youth pastor. Maybe he's like, hey, you're trying to unleash something in your,
You're about to figure out
your emotions. You're about to unlock something sick.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's great.
So that's Jensen for you. He's a delight. Everyone loves him.
Are you guys sleeping toes to toes? Because your beds are touching.
Right.
Yeah.
And we have touched toes a few times. I woke up one time because I touched his foot. I was like, I'm sorry, man. Because he's tall. He's 6'9".
He's a tall guy.
I don't know. He's huge. And so
he's got the toes of a 6'9" guy.
He's got a size 14 foot. Yeah. My 12 and a halfs, they're touching. So good times.
I have
Whoever gets here first or gets
whoever puts it on the table
Right, this
first.
table right here. And we'll have video evidence of it. Thanks to Evolve Videography.
I have a
If you break the camera, you have to tip him $30.
$30 goes to Tyler. Just somewhat currently trending. The currently trending is being texted in the middle of something.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
In fire bags. So it's the last night before the trip. I'm in Kansas City, and Rachel and I are like, not stressing, but just like trying to figure out, like, we got to pack up all this podcast gear. I'm packing all these pickleball paddles. You know, we're going to be gone a week. Rachel's going to a wedding before this. Like, we're trying to fit everything we need in 2 checked bags. Just like, I don't know how we're going to get all this to fit. This is so much. Like, how are we? I can't find the scale. I'm trying to use my arms. Like, this feels about 50 from what I know.
Yeah.
Literally in the middle of us stressing about this, you texted me and said, hey, are you guys checking a bag? So are we checking a bag?
I know,
We're
I could
leaving
tell.
for 8 days.
I was like, oh, Jake's annoyed by this text.
Oh, no, I
could
wasn't
tell.
annoyed. I was just shocked that you would think
Yeah.
I maybe wouldn't check a bag for
Yeah.
this. I said, dude, we're gone 8 days and I'm bringing a podcast with me.
Yeah. Tyler just got home got back from Puerto Rico
This is
for
insane.
5 days or whatever, and is now here for 5-6 days, however long it is, and brought a backpack with him.
He told me that with his camera gear.
Yeah. So it could be done. That's why I was like, but then because we checked bags, I checked bags.
Yes, you did.
I checked both my bags, and I was hands-free the entire trip. And I kept like waving at Jake, like
Brad would, wave
know,
with 2 hands or use like the handrails both at the same time. Sorry, bag free right now.
Like I'm swinging on them, like nice chairs here. Waved at the pilots with both hands, the whole thing.
Yeah, it was just perfect. In the moment of just like, I was like, how are we going to fit all this? Hey, you guys think you'll check a bag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 of them to the brim.
We have to, yeah.
And then the other currently trending, there's so much going on right now.
It's kind of fun.
Is in the middle of me slamming. Well, I'd already eaten an entire Caesar salad. Good for me. And then at the diner, eating chicken and waffles. In the middle of that, Rachel texts me like, how's the first day going? Have you done your run? And this is at 8:30 at night. And I was like, oh, man, how am I so dumb? I said it last week on the podcast. I have a problem. I can't remember to do my run.
Right.
And so on a full stomach of chicken and waffles, I had to do my run at like 10 p.m. at night in the darkness of Gulf Shores. And but Justin and I have ran like 3 miles together this week. It's been really fun.
Yeah.
Ghosties got in the mix. Sarah Lavelle learned that. Shout out Sarah. She's done the mile every single day.
Amazing.
Which is really fun. You done it today yet? Not yet. Me neither.
Okay.
We'll do it later. So that's fun.
Is that the first person you've heard that's also done it every day?
That I know of, yeah.
Yeah.
That I've met
That
in
I know
person.
of, yeah. That's a girl, not a woman.
So do you need this, Tyler? Okay, great. Thank you.
Shout out Tyler. Tyler got here early yesterday morning and has already made us like a highlight reel video from one day. And it was awesome. Made
Yeah, right
Brandon
before the
look so
episode.
nice. Yeah.
It's awesome.
We talked about doing a segment. It's like half the people are still here, half the people are outside. About just like, we talked about it last week, I think, on the podcast. But anybody that wants to talk about anything, let's talk about it. Like, what are you into? Let's talk about it. What are you passionate about?
Are you a bird family?
You have an opinion. You have an obsession. You have a hobby. Let's talk about it. So if anybody has any thoughts, we have a microphone over there. You guys could come over and talk. Anybody? This is awesome. Okay.
Thank you guys.
No,
we'll see you
Hannah,
guys
come on over,
Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's about to start arriving. So
Just real quick, because I think people are going to die. What about cemeteries? Like, what's the deal?
What about cemeteries?
What about cemeteries?
What about
Yeah,
cemeteries? Okay,
I thought
let's
about
talk about
cemeteries.
cemeteries.
I'm very curious about the business model of a cemetery because I'm sure you buy the land, you lease it out to like the cemetery company to like dig up, and then after that, you can't sell the land. Who's going to buy a cemetery because there's no money to be made off of it? So like, how's that
Or
work?
can you? Who's to say? Because of somebody. I hear a noise. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Come on, Vinroy.
Come on, Vinroy. Come on, Gavin.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to cemeteries.
Yeah, I've always wondered that though.
Because
It's just like a one-time transaction. It's Isaac, they said.
It's Isaac. We ruined the good surprise on you.
And we're just like giving Isaac the middle finger.
Screw you, man. All you gotta do is like, well, this is too dark, maybe, but outlast one generation. Like, just don't bury any more people for like a generation, and then you just take the cemetery stones out, and no one knows the difference. Isn't that, you know, like, because it's like, okay, yeah, my dad is buried there, but then once I die, maybe it's like, well, I don't know where he's like.
Yeah, so there's like money to be made on cemeteries every like 100 years or so.
It's an investment. I mean,
Yeah, it's a generational investment.
Yeah, it's like multi-generational, passed it down kind of thing.
That's
What's
fun.
the deal with cemeteries?
What's the deal? What's going on with cemeteries?
Are you worried that there's not going to be enough?
I actually think there's too many.
There's too many.
Too many.
Okay. Yeah, but how do you get rid of them? Yeah, it's kind of permanent once you're there. It seems like
The world.
double decker.
Yeah.
Sky.
big cities do it. They
make
go up.
skyscrapers for everything else. Yeah, or down, or
Wait,
cremation.
that is a good point. Theoretically, will we ever run out of room due to cemeteries?
Surely not. Surely.
You gotta build up.
Yeah, you go up.
You gotta go up.
Always be going vertical.
My grandpa that died in December had his plot picked out in 1992,
Wow.
the year I was born.
Wow. Go ahead.
Maybe I should look into that.
Say something about that. Yeah,
Great.
maybe. Awesome. Okay.
That's really cool.
All right.
Who else got something to talk about? Vinroy?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jessica.
get in
come
there.
on.
Get in there.
Jessica from California.
Are we talking about stuff that we're very knowledgeable about?
Anything.
Or
yeah.
unknowledgeable.
Anything Broadway or Disney history, specifically like Disney old movies or Disneyland?
Okay. Let's talk about like what do you? No. You stay there. What are you excited? Like,
You can have a seat if that's more comfortable.
give me some of your favorites from that. Like old. Let's start with old Disney. What do you love? Like how old are we talking? Are we talking like the Mickey
Like
Mouse?
50s.
Which is what? Like Snow
Like
White?
Sleeping Beauty. No, Snow White was 1937.
Oh
8,
wow.
something.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
I'm good with dates for.
Also,
some
this is our
reason.
spelling bee champ. We did
Yes.
spelling bee.
Yeah.
This is her.
What was
Finally
the
got redemption.
What was the winning word?
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant. And
Okay.
someone said that I couldn't do it just because I was kind of sitting there, but I have to see it. I had to close my eyes.
Oh,
That's
so
how
I
I
could see
am
it.
too.
She does like Queen's Gambit stuff. She sees it on the ceiling. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it when I closed my eyes because we didn't have anything to
Yeah.
write it down.
Okay, but you specifically like the older Disney movies.
Well, I know a lot about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give us a fun fact about Sleeping Beauty.
The music was written by George Bruns. It was based off of Tchaikovsky, Sleeping Beauty,
that
Really?
guy.
like the ballet.
Okay.
So I love the soundtrack and the music
All right.
there.
Give us a fun fact about Snow White.
I think it was their first Technicolor film, Disney's first Technicolor
Oh, really?
film.
Got these ready to go.
Yeah,
That's
the newer
awesome.
stuff I don't know as much about, but like the older stuff I know.
What do you get so like? I'll just say my opinion about old Disney movies is that they are so much better sound. Like the music, like the original scores and stuff are
I agree.
incredible, right?
I think it stopped. My favorite Disney composer is Alan Menken. He did the golden age of Disney. So like, started with Little Mermaid onward to like Beauty and the Beast,
Okay.
Aladdin, all
Yeah.
those ushered in the '90s
Yeah.
golden era.
Yeah.
So
Is
Is it well known that or like people recognize that as a golden era of
Yes,
Disney?
yes.
I don't know if that was just because I have like
Yes.
I've romanticized it because that's when I
that
was
was your
watching them. So I was
childhood?
like, those seem like really
I
good
know.
ones, but I don't know.
think all of us, like the '90s kids, had like all the VHSs and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like the.
Do you remember the
90s
cups that you could get at like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever?
I don't
They were
remember
so
those,
cool.
no.
You could collect like Lion King, Aladdin. What did we have? Jungle Book. Like, we got one.
we got
Here comes
one.
somebody. They're like staring at the wall. Second floor. Oh man, we did this competition a couple nights ago, and Jake got ChatGPT to give everyone
Team names?
Team names, and there was wacky walruses, and Jason just kept going "Arr, arr, arr," every time they did something great.
I was like, all right, who's our spelling bee delegate? Arr, arr, arr.
Jesse invited the DoorDasher.
Great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
Wow. All right. Let's make sure it's here. Let's make sure it's here.
Let's verify. Let's verify. Good.
Bring him in. Gavin. Gobin?
Gavin.
So at this point, somebody tripped over an audio cable or power cord accidentally before Jake and Brad could like interview Gavin, the delivery driver. So that part was unusable. So we'll just skip ahead to the next Ghosties asking questions segment. But yeah, just had to come on camera for no specific reason. Just like wanted to tell you guys that face to face. You know, I don't like being on camera or necessarily enjoy it. In fact, I'm grateful that I don't have my own angle on the podcast. I wouldn't want that. So yeah, just out of necessity, face to face. Yeah. Enjoy the episode.
All right, let's hop back in and do just a few more, I think, people asking questions.
Yeah, Brandon, you want to
and
go?
whatnot.
Oh, Big A. Go ahead, give us a stereotypical Peruvian question.
Do you want a Peruvian question?
Yeah? No. Well, whatever. Pollo sataro. Lomo sataro.
I don't know. I'm blanking out.
You were so quick to come up to the mic.
So the talent show that we did was that last night?
2 nights ago.
It's been a long week, but it's been great.
Yeah.
It's got me thinking, like, with our group, the Wacky Walruses, we're thinking, like, what are some talents that we have to do in a talent show? And the best thing, which actually won second place, was the echolocation, which was great.
Yeah, great.
But we came up with a lot of, like, talents that you cannot do in a talent show.
Okay.
Well, the one that I think of is for my wife. Like, she's pretty organized. Like, she's able to like plan like trips and road trips, and like looks at Google Maps and everything. Like,
Yeah.
she knew the exact street before we actually got here.
Oh.
Like, she was like, these houses look familiar. Never been here.
Wow.
And so I was like, what are some other like talents that you have or your friends have that you cannot do in a talent show?
Oh,
They would
that's
just
fun.
be like, so lame to do on a stage or whatever.
Right.
Just the opposite, of like entertaining.
I feel like I'm above average Googler. Like you need me, I'll get it on the first try. Like you have a question, I can figure it out right away. You know? And sometimes it's even like Google will just give me the answer right up front. Don't even have to click on the link.
Congrats.
Thanks. Whereas like Catherine can't do that. Takes her 3-4 tries.
I don't know if anything I would necessarily be good at, but I think there's a lot just like that would not be fun to see on a stage. Just like, oh, I thought she was raising her hand. Okay, yes, you got something. Yes.
The battery's dying. Yeah.
Battery's dying.
I think I drive in the city a decent amount, and I think I'm above average at it. I am.
What do you mean?
Oh, I can slide in and out. I'll be my exit's in like 3/4 of a mile. I'm on the left lane of 5 lanes of traffic. No problem. Zoom. No problem.
I would piggyback that parallel parking. I feel pretty confident
Yeah,
parallel parking.
okay.
Yeah, I would do that on a stage.
I would like to see.
You like to see
Really?
it? Hey, come out front. I'll show you later on. Play your cards right.
I think Michaela has a talent for convincing a DoorDash order to get here
Maybe so.
as soon as possible.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. I'm sorry I can't think of anything better, but
Anybody else have thoughts about what they?
Anybody else have
Yeah.
an answer to the question?
I'm pretty sure my talent of crocheting pot holders is pretty boring.
Crocheting pot holders.
Like just up there, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Done.
Boom. Yeah. Like way
2.5
faster
hours.
than most. Yeah.
Brad, how about the talent of backing up a trailer?
Backing up a trailer. I'm getting better at it, dude. Okay. I'm getting better. I backed up a trailer recently and did all right, but still wouldn't put it in the talent show. Yeah.
The one that I thought of for myself, I don't know why I didn't mention it earlier, but like me and Samuel Carmel can like run a game night like really well. Like we get the explanations of the games really like cohesive and everything.
Game explaining. That's a good talent.
It's a special skill.
That's good. I know people are going to laugh at this because you guys listen to the podcast and you know everything about our lives, but I'm pretty proud of how I build a fire. I've built it too big before and was too proud of that one, but like, yeah, I can build a fire in the fireplace. Catherine's always like, I just can't do it like you can. I'm like, you're right, baby.
She like, for all you know, she was like, she knows exactly how to build a fire. Like, Brad, you're so good.
It's so hard to do. Like lighting that lighter, like pressing the button. No.
So fun.
It's a good question. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Jason, I've been playing a lot of chess.
Jason probably gives more deep track, like inside jokes, references to the podcast. Gosh, that's a tough sentence to say. He's just been referencing good little inside jokes from the podcast all week, and I love it. Shout out, Jason.
Gosh.
So, it's a would you rather. Would you rather rob a bank and nobody knows you did it? So you get away with it, no one knows you did it, but the only person who knows is you. Or would you rather not rob a bank, but everybody in the world is convinced that you have and there's no convincing them, but you're the only one who knows you did not rob the bank?
Why would you not just rob the bank?
Well, yeah. Is this a trick question?
Because you broke the law.
Oh.
Your conscience.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you sinner. I know. Yeah, both of us were like.
Yeah, she got the WWJG.
I like Catherine, Rachel, Bo, Hattie, your kids. They all think you robbed the bank, but you know you didn't, and there's no way you can convince them otherwise.
Oh, I would. That money's insured. I would definitely still rob the bank, and I would do it 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, especially if no one knows. If Bo doesn't know, Bo don't know. He just thinks the furniture business is good, baby. You know? Good ranchers is back, you know. So
is that typically a question that like people like ethically have trouble like determining what to do? Yeah, are they better than us or?
If everyone thought that you were struggling, like that you stole, that's too many people.
I don't. Yeah, maybe it goes to show what types of people we are. But I don't want people thinking bad things about me. I'll just be bad myself, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey.
Are you Brandon from Brandon's Coffee Corner?
I am.
Okay.
Oh, CEO.
If you could domesticate any wild animal and train it as a pet, what would you choose?
Bear.
I wouldn't go bear.
Bear.
Got to go big, like jungle cat, like a wild cat, tiger, cheetah, leopard. I think that'd be really fun.
Do you realize
maybe
how
wolf.
fun it would be to nap with/on a bear? That would be so cozy. You could literally like.
Where are you napping?
My double-sized couch.
Double-sized couch.
Double couch. Yeah, that's true. Well, you hear Minnesota accent. Just on the floor. He's a bag. I would, big spin or little spin for bear.
Big bear, little bear.
Depends on the day, I think. Tuesday would be I think. No, I think I'd be little. I've never been little, you know? I think that's what I want. I want somebody to make me feel little, you know?
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is fun to think about regardless. Like any animal, like if I just had like a falcon that like knew like to come up on my arm and he just like was on my shoulder, that would be really fun. I think any kind of like monkey, I mean, they're pretty smart anyway. That'd be pretty fun. I imagine us holding hands, or he's driving me around, maybe.
Yeah, I'm still fixated on the bear and how fun that would be to like
really
take a walk with them down the road, take him to the park, play frisbee with them.
I feel like a bald eagle would be awesome to train.
Why?
Those things are so powerful. To have that on your side.
Yeah, Oh, because
I
he
wouldn't need
could
to call
still
DoorDash.
retrieve stuff for us. Yeah, that's a fun question.
All right, so I asked a group chat of a couple buddies. It's like, give me some ideas of something to ask.
Okay.
The only thing I got was, and I'll read it verbatim. Ask them if they would climb a crane naked for $1 million. And I think they're referring to like one of those big like city high construction cranes.
Is
like
it in the city?
Yeah.
Do I have a harness?
No.
So there's a chance you could die?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a chance you have nothing to protect you from dying.
I'm not worried about the nudity as much as I am about the harness.
Correct. But then again, if you're naked with that harness, it's not.
It is $1 million though.
Oh, it's catching some stuff.
That's true. Naked with the harness isn't great.
Yeah, it's flossing you.
Go chest harness.
I think. I don't know. Yeah, no. The answer is no. Yeah, but I think it's maybe yes for a higher price. $1 million is not enough for that.
What's your price?
I know. That's what I'm trying to think of. It'd be a lot of money. It'd be a lot of money, like $100 million or $500 million.
If you rob the bank, then you don't
That's
have to climb
right. Yeah,
the
we
crane.
robbed a bank. Dude.
Oh, that's fun.
50 chips I do right now.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's funny on this trip.
Dude.
That's great.
Jesse's so fun. He's been so fun to get to know because he's like from tiny, like unincorporated town, Illinois. We did this game the other night in the pool where everyone added a song to a playlist, a Spotify playlist, and we tried to guess who picked what song. And everyone was guessing Jesse for everything because people just can't really figure that dude out. It's so fun. So, been a joy to get to know Jesse. All right, here comes Alvaro.
He's back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just. I do have a question, I guess, for you guys. So, what's the most embarrassing misheard lyric that you have had in the past? You know, and then once you find out what it really was, it was just embarrassing that you were singing it wrong.
It's hard
funny that Alvaro asks. We were playing a game a couple days ago, and it was like, all right, try to think of a slogan for this company. Oh, yeah. And we went around and like made all these different guesses for submissions for slogans, and then we go to read them, and Alvaro goes, slogan? I thought you said logo. And so his slogans were like,
why I asked.
his slogans were like, mother's laughing, stuff like that. Mountains and stars. It's like, okay.
And didn't he still win one of the competitions?
He did.
Yeah, describing a logo.
Oh, that's a good question.
I would talk to someone on the boat last night about this, right? Who was it? Was it you? What was your misheard lyric?
It's there's a bathroom on the right.
There's a bathroom on the right?
It's Bad Moon Rising.
I see a bathroom on the right.
No, it's before that. There's a bathroom on the right.
Bathroom on the right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that was the part she thought. That was a good one. I told her, my friend Manny back in the day thought Radioactive by Imagine Dragons was Ready to Rock, dude.
Yes.
So that's pretty funny.
That's the same one I was thinking of, because I used to think, instead of Welcome to the New Age, I thought it was Welcome Scooby-Doo. So.
That one Lion King song with it's just like gibberish. Pink bananas, penguins in pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Like, I was gonna ask like a very similar question, or any phrases that like are common that you thought were something else. Like when I was growing up, I thought like take it with a grain of salt was take it with a great assault.
A great assault. Oh yeah. Like, is there any different phrases that we didn't?
You used to think take it with a great of salt?
I thought it was take it with a great assault.
A great assault.
Oh.
Just take one on the chin, Take it with a great assault.
A great assault.
I used to think it was play it by year. And so I was like, if it's not good, we'll just do it next year. Like, we'll play it by year. I don't know.
I thought it was cat and dog ears instead of ears.
Oh, cat and dog ears.
Yeah, so it's like...
So we could have really helped each other out and switched those around.
You're 7 in human ears.
Oh, yeah. A dog ears, yeah. 7, yeah, that's good.
That's so confusing.
I'll tell you mine. So the band Mute Math, Brad,
Love Mute Math.
In their album Vitals, they have a song called Joyride. and in the chorus, he says something merry-go-round. I can't remember it right now, but I thought that they were speaking Spanish right there. So
Really?
So I thought they were saying. So I'll say it in English. So I thought they were saying, "Hold on, where is my friend Ram?" But in Spanish, that sounded, "Hold on, ¿dónde está mi amigo Ram?" And so I went to their concert with my friend, and that song was playing, and I started singing that song, and it got to that point, and I said it in Spanish, and everybody else said something else.
Oh.
And afterwards, my friend was like, "Did you sing it in Spanish?"
Did I catch a Donde Está in there?
You're like, oh, so you're stereotyping me again, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, at the concert, I found out he says, "Life is a merry-go-round." I think that's what it is. And I thought he was saying like, "Hey, where's my friend Ram?"
That's amazing.
That's great, dude. That's awesome. Let's do one more. One
Dolphin?
more, and then little Jing.
Little jingle.
I'm not making any more dolphin noises. I was thinking about like travel, and I love to travel. But there's certain places that I'll probably never get to go in my life. So if money and safety were no issue, where would you want to go?
Oh, wow. This is a good question for you, Jake.
The fact that you said safety makes me now think I should go to somewhere dangerous.
Right.
Well,
Cuba.
No,
Cuba's beautiful.
I was just thinking like some places in the Middle East are very beautiful, but it would probably be dangerous for a white person to go.
First thing that came to mind, I would go on, like if I'm guaranteed to be safe, I would like to experience what it's like to be like a Somalian pirate. Like let's load up this little boat and take on like a massive like barge cruise ship. Like what's that feel like? If I knew I was gonna be fine, I think that'd be a great thing to experience. I don't know if that answers the question.
How far into the capture would you say I'm the captain now? Like I would be so eager 2 minutes into it, be like, I'm the captain now. Boom, said it.
Like, do we have the ship? Can I say it now?
Like,
Can I say it? Do we have control?
So hard not to just like say it right away. Because that's why you want to do it, is because of Captain Phillips.
I think the whole boat ride there, they're all planning like who's going to do what, and I'm just obsessed. Who's going to say I'm the captain now? Has anyone called dibs on I'm the captain now?
Irish. Yeah.
Irish. So that's one.
I think Mount Everest. I think that'd be unbelievable.
Oh, so cold.
And I would never get there on my own. Like, but if somebody could do it for me, or like, I was guaranteed that it would be safe, yeah, that'd be awesome. So.
Where else would I go? I don't see myself ever being able to afford like the Maldives and somewhere like that. And that looks really nice. They got like the bungalows on the water, but it's like the good ones.
Surrounded by it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Oh. That was probably the right answer. Yeah.
Better than Everest? I thought Everest was pretty clever.
Sorry. Good.
Cleverest. What's that? Up a crane. Oh, yeah. Up a crane. Yeah, you'll have money if you go up a crane naked.
That's true. I don't think I was getting. Was I getting money for the crane naked? Was I just doing
$1 million.
Oh, I got $1 million. Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
That's why I was like, I'm not doing it for $1 million, but I'd do it for more.
That's right. No,
cool.
Fun question.
All right. This has been a podcast episode. Crazy one. Fun one.
Zany one.
This is how we do it. Let's end it with a. Oh, do we want to do a.
Nah.
These are our review of the week is.
These people are having a good time.
These people are fun. So, yeah, I thought. First of all, I woke up and I was like, I have no voice right now, so I can't really sing. Second of all, I just thought it'd be fun to sing along with the Ghosties. Okay.
Power's on.
It's just been fun. I don't know. I think obviously we know that we have Ghosties all over the country, but it's just been cool to be like literally like from California, Oregon, all the way over to New York, and like everywhere in between, South Carolina, North Carolina, Ohio, Wisconsin, like all over. It's been so fun. All right, man, that's fine. Anyway, and you guys know I'm like obsessed with Tarzan soundtrack right now, and so there's a song "Strangers Like Me," and I feel like at the beginning of this trip we started out strangers, but we all had one common love of the Ghostrunners, and so let's sing "Strangers Like Me" together.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we're gonna do it. If we want to just pack everyone in here, or should I go over there and just sing along with them? Maybe on that microphone. How about that?
Yeah.
I can do. I'll do the verses, and then we can all sing the choruses together.
Fun.
Jason, ham it up, because I know you're a big singer. Go crazy on it. Yeah, let's try it out.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, give it up for the Ghosties! Yeah! Oh. See you Wednesday. Love you guys. Ghostrunners Podcast. Everybody.